If you're broke, listen to this. Not because it's easy to hear, but because it might just be the truth that changes everything. Jim Rohn, one of the most influential personal development philosophers of our time, once said, "If you will change, everything will change for you." And perhaps that's the very place we must begin, with change. Not of the world, not of the economy, not of the government or your boss or your upbringing, but of you. If you are broke, financially, emotionally, mentally, it's not your fault, but it is your responsibility. Jim Rohn believed that success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become. That's the secret no one wants to admit. If you're broke today, the hard truth is that it's a reflection, not of your potential, but of your habits, your mindset, and your daily disciplines. Let that sink in. Because if your daily habits are leading you to poverty, then new habits can lead you to abundance. The good news, you have the power to change it. The bad news, no one is coming to do it for you. Too many people wait. They wait for motivation. They wait for the perfect time. They wait for a sign. But success doesn't wait. Jim used to say, don't wait for the economy to change. Change your philosophy. Your bank account, your career, your relationships, they're all mirrors reflecting what you believe, what you tolerate, and what you work for. You can't wish your way into wealth. You must work your way there. But not just any work. Smart, focused, personal development-driven work. Let's go deeper. Ask yourself, what do I believe about money? Do I think money is evil? Do I think I'm not good with money? Do I feel like I don't deserve success? These are not just thoughts, they are programs. And unless you change those internal beliefs, all the external effort will be like filling a leaking bucket. Jim Rohn believed in becoming wealthy from the inside out. He said you can have more because you can become more. But to become more, you must begin where you are. No shame, no blame, just truth. Because truth, even when it's hard, can set you free. If you're broke, the first thing to do is to stop living like you're rich. Stop trying to impress people who don't care about your struggle. Stop spending money you don't have. Start budgeting, start tracking, start facing reality with courage. Because when you face it, you can fix it. And remember, being broke is temporary. Being poor is a mindset. Jim made that distinction clear. You can be broke and rich in ambition. You can have empty pockets and a full heart. But you must plant the seeds of discipline, learning, and responsibility today if you want to harvest freedom tomorrow. Discipline is where most people fail. They want the result without the process. They want the rewards without the work. But Jim said it plainly. Discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. If you can't control your spending, your time, your mind, how can you expect to control your future? Discipline isn't punishment, it's empowerment. Every time you say no to a distraction, you say yes to your destiny. Every morning you wake up early, every book you read, every unnecessary dollar you don't spend, that's wealth in motion. Now let's talk about value. Jim said you don't get paid for the hour, you get paid for the value you bring to the hour. If you want to earn more, become more valuable. That doesn't mean working 80 hours a week. It means working smart. Learn new skills, solve bigger problems, show up with energy, with ideas, with excellence. The marketplace doesn't care about your intentions. It rewards your contribution. So instead of asking for a raise, raise your value. Instead of wishing your business grows, grow yourself into the person who builds an empire. Jim also spoke about associations. He said, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're broke, look around. Who are you listening to? Who are you learning from? Are they pushing you or holding you back? You cannot soar with eagles if you spend your time clucking with chickens. Find mentors. Listen to those who have done what you want to do. Surround yourself with visionaries, not victims. That one shift can change your trajectory forever. Here's something else Jim taught. Don't major in minor things. Too many people are busy being busy. They're experts at being overwhelmed. But busyness isn't progress. What are you actually building? Are you just reacting to life or are you designing it? Take back your time, set goals, make plans, prioritize your growth. Every day should move you closer to your vision, not just help you survive. Jim warned us about drifting through life. Don't drift. Decide. And above all, invest in yourself. Not once, not when it's convenient, but every single day. Read, reflect, take courses, journal, meditate. Build the mind that can build the wealth. Because your mind is either your greatest asset or your biggest liability. You choose. And if you want to rise, you must feed your soul with inspiration and your brain with knowledge. Starve your doubts. Nourish your dreams. If you're broke today, you are not broken. You are simply being called to rise, to change, to take control. And that journey begins not with a miracle, but with a decision. A decision to stop waiting, to stop blaming, to stop excusing, and to start doing. Jim Rohn said, success is nothing more than a few simple disciplines, practiced every day. That's the formula. Not magic, not luck, just discipline, focus, and growth. So what will you do now? Will you close this video and go back to the same patterns? Or will you stand up, metaphorically and literally, and begin shaping a new future? One where you're not just surviving, but thriving. Where you're not just wishing, but winning. It won't be easy, but it will be worth it. Let this be the day everything changes. Let Jim's wisdom echo in your mind. If you will change, everything will change for you. The world is not waiting. Opportunity is not waiting. But success, it's waiting for you to become the person who deserves it.